Good evening and welcome to Monday Night Football Night. We are the ILFL Soccer Night on NTV Channel 838, the Asian Viewers TV Award winners 2015. You're privileged to join us and we're privileged to have you. We have got a lot of things to talk about. I have got a packed set of guests around me today, and no pundits today, just all guests. And I'm pleased to say I'm the youngest one here because they're all veterans around me. We've got plenty of veteran things to talk about. And because of that, I'm going to try to get through all the open age stuff and the results of that in the first segment. So for those of you that have tuned in just to see all the stuff from Sunday, we're going to run through that today, right now, in this segment. But first, we have a video to show you. Yes, we had a second division game being played at Bartlett Park yesterday. It was an absolutely thrilling game. We had 8 goals to go through, got as many as we could, but it was a great game between 2 Sky Blues of the second division. So we're going to roll the video and let you guys enjoy PYO versus Redcoat. Redcoat on our screens for a second week in a row, but this was a thrilling game to watch. I'll let you guys enjoy that while I have a quick word with the veterans. Let's run the video. There you have it. PYO versus Redcoat. Redcoat coming out winners with a 6-2 victory. Let's wrap up Sunday's football. I'm going to take you guys straight over to the screen, and we're going to start with the Premier Division results. Stepney not playing yesterday. It was their week off, so the other teams had chances to catch up. Reach Out had chances to go straight to the top, and this is how it looks. Hawk and Eagle beating Leytonstone 5-4. Got a thrilling game there. Could I have quick words on it? London Tigers are back up there, and they've done the league a big favour. They've beaten Reach Out 3-1. Reach Out was sitting top. Could have gone 3 points ahead with Stepney not playing today, but London Tigers beating them 3-1 has opened this league up again, and London Tigers have shot up the table, which we'll see very shortly. Another surprise victory there. Bromley beating Lotus FC 4-3. That's another surprise there, so we're certainly going to see how that affects the table. And lastly, West End and Beaumont having a very stumbly start to the season, and it seems like that point isn't going to really help them move it that further up, because the table looks like this. Reach Out are still top. However, that loss means their goal difference has brought them down, and it allows Stepney, who got a game in hand, to actually go ahead of them. London Tigers, having started the season in the bottom half and spent a long time there, now making their way up, and they are in third, where we usually like to see them. Lotus FC were beaten by Bromley, but they still remain fourth. But West End are very close behind them, and so are Beaumont. And then we have the bottom three, Hawk and Eagle, getting their second victory of the season and in seventh place, but looking promising. Then we have Bromley, their first win where they played Lotus, so they're on 5 points. And Leytonstone only have that 1 point on the board, and they have got a lot to do, it seems. Let's go over to the first division on the screen. There you have it. Crusaders probably having their very first test of the season, having high-scoring games. They just narrowly beat Ace 2-1. That result has still helped them maintain their position. Bow beating Beaumont Youth 3-0. Then we have Sire beating Burdett 5-1. And lastly, Seoul Youth beating Robin Hood's Conquerors Stepney B 6-2. So with Robin Hood not playing this weekend, the table looks like this. Crusaders, 100% record, sitting at the top there, but not too far behind them. Seoul Youth haven't played a game more, but on the same amount of points. And Stepney B, although they lost, they still maintained third place. Robin Hood still in fourth position, even though they didn't play. And then we have the bottom five, which is Bow, followed by Sire. And early hopes of Ace looks like they're stumbling there. We're sitting in seventh place. Burdett in eighth, and Beaumont Youth in ninth place. And then we have the second division. At the top there, you see Walthamstow winning 3-0 against AMY. Arsenal beating Fish Island 4-3. Redcoat winning 6-2, as we saw on the highlights, against PYO. St Catherine's having a 9-1 outstanding victory against Tower Hamlets. And lastly there, West End Reserves losing 4-3 to Riverside. That is your results for Sunday League Football. I think what I might do is even touch on the upcoming fixtures. So, remaining on the screen with you guys, there's I should show there we go. Second division table looks like that. Walthamstow, again, 100% record there, and 5 points clear. It looks like we might have a clear favourite here, maybe even Champions Select for all we know. But Redcoat and St Catherine's doing their part to push these guys. They're both on 13 points, holding second and third respectively, followed by Tower Hamlets, AMY, Western Reserve, and then the bottom four are made up of Arsenal, PYO, Riverside and Fish Island, yet to pick up a point. Okay, so this coming Sunday, what are we going to see in the Premier Division? We have got Beaumont up against Bromley. Then we've got, a very juicy tie there, Hawk and Eagle versus London Tigers. And then we have the top two. Reach Out will be up against Stepney. That is a game not to be missed on the Premier Division. In the first division, we have Beaumont Youth up against Seoul Youth. Seoul Youth might be able to take top spot if results go their way, which we're going to come on to. Bow versus Burdett is the second fixture there. The big one there for the first division, Robin Hood Tigers versus Crusaders. We got a weekend of first versus second. So Premier Division has a first versus second, and first division has what? First versus someone that was second earlier. Very tight game, but if Robin Hood do any favours to Seoul Youth, they can go top of the table. And the last fixture there, Sire versus Ace. In the second division, Arsenal will be up against St Catherine's. Fish Island versus PYO, the bottom two against each other. Going to be a right scrap there. Then we've got Redcoat versus AMY. We've got Riverside, who are going to try to test Walthamstow Red Star and see if they can at least nick a point off them and remove that 100% record. And lastly, Tower Hamlets versus West End Reserve. Two teams that lost this weekend will be hoping to bounce back. So that is the fixtures. That is the whole weekend's of Sunday open age football. We have a few minutes before break. I think I could probably turn to cameras very quickly. And cameras, just really, we've only got a minute or so. Just to sum up really Sunday's football.
As you saw last night, you know, there's a lot of interesting teams in the Premiership in the First Division and in the Second Division as well. It's very difficult, especially with the Premiership this year. It's very exciting. Everyone's lost, and it's there for anyone to win. Really, anybody's a winner. And I think, you know, like Nurubai said here when he was a few weeks back, there will be a new name on the title most probably this year. The only team that can put a stumble on that is probably Stepney, being 7 times winners of the Premier League. But it's great for football, it's great for the league, and it's great for everybody who's taking part in Sunday football, really, to see a very open league where, you know, many of the teams are as good as each other and anyone can win it, really.
Brilliant. Thanks for that, Cameron. Okay, we're going to go for a quick break. I still have Sonali Otit and St Catherine's to talk to. So don't go away. We'll see you in a few moments.